All right, folks, guess what? Once again, we have no kind of intro music. I will say we're going to get right into it because, well, this is a different video. You're going to see that, first of all, it actually has a clickbait thumbnail. I tried my best. I'm going to see if I can get some feedback on that, but, you know, from the community and such. But, you know, it's pretty basic. I mean, it's what you would expect, folks. We're talking about primary weapons. My goal is to kind of show you guys how I judge all primary weapons, because I think saying, you know, I'm not going to judge there's more than 50 at least primary weapons, so I'm not actually going to judge all of the primary weapons. You're going to see that I have kind of a system that I do, and that way I can, it's, you know, it's just a basic idea. Anyway, we got to go live on TikTok. What am I saying? Let's see. Well, I guess it's a new week of videos. Oh, this is the last week of true 2D platformer games. We have Peglin, which is not really a 2D game, but it's kind of 2D. It has gravity. We have... Oh, I guess I should do this on TikTok. God, I always forget that I might as well do it on TikTok. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, let's do this. I always get into it too fast and I can't decide. Anyway, we're going live on TikTok. I think we're good to go. Yes, folks, this is just too easy. So, yes, what's up, TikTok? I changed the shit around, so I guess the codes don't work anymore, which is kind of cringe, but that's what you get, TikTok. So anyway, let's talk about the videos that are coming up. So yes, so TikTok, yes. Today, or this week, is the last week of 2D platformer games. Last week of 2D platformer. Oh, I guess my speaker's wrong. I just need to make sure it's good. You guys 2D platformer. Oh, I guess my speaker's wrong. I just need to make sure it's good. You guys, yeah, you guys are getting some loops. Okay, let's turn it off. That was a little embarrassing, but folks. Well, what am I trying to say? Okay, we have the last week of 2D platformer games. So, you know, we have Peglin, which isn't really a 2D platformer game. That's coming on Wednesday. Yeah, coming on Wednesday. And then we have Revita coming on Friday. I should stop saying that. And then on Monday we have Exit the Gungeon, and Exit the Gungeon is an absolute classic. So there's that. And then obviously like, comment, subscribe, and you know, if you're watching after the fact, you know, hit that bell so you can catch me live. But that's about it, folks. I think we can get out of here. Let's cut out of the intro and let's talk about what we're actually talking about, folks. So, basically what I'm talking about when I judge these weapons is I'm going to come over here and open up Firefox. So what I have right here is a pretty basic list of like things that I look for in weapons that determine like what kind of tier they're on, if you guys get what I mean. So like, when I talk about AoE weapons, I think it should be pretty basic for everybody. It's like, you know, Kuva Ogris with like 9 meters AoE. So anything with a huge AoE. Obviously, the difference between crit and status. So if you're talking about like the Ogris versus the Zarr, well, the Ogris has 0 crit, so you're kind of forced to use a pure damage status build, and you know, that just makes it suffer a little bit. So like, if a weapon doesn't have crit, it's automatically going to be lower on the list in most cases, because you know, having access to something like Hunter Munitions is just insanely useful, and you know, having decent crit chance or getting a Riven to build for crit, you know, it's basic, dude. It's really basic. Anyway, I say funky beams. Like the Phantasma is a great example. It's really wide. I don't know why, but it works really well for clearing crowds. But you get the idea. Like, there's some really basic beam weapons, like the Synapse is just a beam weapon. The Convectrix is just a beam weapon that has no ammo cost when you're not hitting enemies. So pretty cool. But you know, you get the idea. You want something like the Galaxion. Is it the Galaxion or the Galaxion? Anyway, it's a pure viral and Hunter Munitions build. And it has a little bit of an AoE, so it works pretty well, and that's the same for the Gaze primary. So there's a couple examples, but you know, really we're talking about like chain beam weapons, like the Vermisplicer or the Amprex, and then like also something like the Ignis Wraith, which is kind of more of like a flamethrower. Now when I talk about infinite enemy punch through, well, what am I saying? I guess the idea is like a projectile won't go through walls, but as long as it will just go through enemies. So they will just all fall. Like, let's say you're in a hallway, that hallway becomes a fallway. You know, everything just goes. Like, nothing lives. And then you pair that with any kind of like CC ability, and I think you're going to be really fine. Anyway. Yeah, so here's where we get into some weird ones. I would say that shotguns definitely have an asterisk because there's a lot of pretty good shotguns, and then there's a lot of pretty okay shotguns, like the, God, what am I talking about? I would say like the Heck is pretty much just like a sniper rifle. I guess the Boar in a lot of cases, it's pretty good, but it is just like a full auto shotgun. So, they're really strong and they deal a lot of damage, but the ability to like clear crowds is like definitely where it suffers. So there's a few great shotguns that are really awesome, but there's definitely some other ones that are like, maybe like okay or like a little bit lower tier. So they're definitely not all like meta, but if a shotgun has AoE, this is the other thing that we get into, like with these lower categories, like if it's fast enough, if it has big enough AoE, then it'll kind of work. Like suddenly the Strun Incarnate is just S tier. Best secondary in your opinion? I would say probably Gaze, the secondary, because the Gaze secondary is gonna give it's a, God, what is it? It's a kick gun, so it's really easy to build, and you can pretty easily get a decent Riven for it and just rock and roll, like just way too easy. So that's Andres. Shout out Andres. So we talked about, this is what I'm saying. The big three will determine how good your weapon is. Like if your weapon has any of these categories, like if it's a beam weapon, that's pretty decent. Usually beam weapons are kind of separate. Phantasma's a little weird, but if it has decent AoE, like we talk about like the Bosmu, like the Bosmu is pretty good because it's just a full auto rifle with AoE. And I guess like you could put batteries on here too, but that's like a whole different, like ammo management is like a sub gameplay loop. But having a strong weapon is number one. Like we talk about something like the Accelitra. The Accelitra is a full auto rifle, but it has an AoE of like 3 or 4 meters. It might be a 3.5 or something, but it's really, really decent. It's super good. So, but this is where we get into like some really unique ones where we talk about like explosive snipers, which is kind of a weird idea, like something like the Opticore Vandal. Non-kit gun though. I would say the Atomos at this point is a good choice because that's an ammo weapon. But yeah, like the Tenet Cycron is also a battery weapon, so I would say the Tenet Cycron's another good choice for me. But can you guys tell that I'm a battery stan, Jermaine? I was also shout out Jermaine. Jermaine's in chat. And hey, you guys, we're gonna try and get you into some gameplay because this is gonna be a lot of testing weapons. We're only 8 minutes into the stream, by the way. We're a lot of testing weapons, and it's gonna be really fun to like, do we need to test AoE weapons, you guys? Anyway, we're getting distracted. Explosive snipers. We're thinking Opticore Vandal. We're talking Kuva Chakkur, although Kuva Chakkur kind of outclasses all these guys. We're talking the Afentis, which is like probably the bottom of this list. We're talking about the Tenet Envoy at this point, and also kind of the Javlock is also in this position. So, a high damage, single bolt with a pretty slow fire rate that, kind of has this small AoE that's not very good at crowd clearing. But like, let's say you're using Vauban or you're using Coil Horizon, like group them up, and then suddenly one Opticore Vandal shot is like worth 15 enemies. So anyway, in some situations they're pretty good or really reliable, but you do need to kind of build around them. Anyway, and then, normal beam weapons, I'm only putting them above full auto because the ability to like spray and pray. Like, I think the Phage is kind of cool, but, and the Convectrix, but the whole, like, having to, prism in is just, like, kind of lame, and there's a lot of fucking really strong beam weapons that are just kind of, like... That's why they're funky. That's why there's normal beams and then funky beams. Anyway, and then, guys, this is, like, where we're at the very bottom. Like, oh, dude, Ramon Cedillo. It's hard for me to read some of these chats. I think once a few of them come in, then it'll be a little bit better. But I think I can put that right there. And then I can read you guys a little. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yes, Ramon. I think I should do a story. What do you guys think about that? Like me doing, like putting out a story every day that I'm about to stream, like early on, like probably as early as I could, and then be like, yeah, I'm streaming today, and then you can come on at 7, and I don't know, it's just an idea. Anyway, full auto. Shout out Ramon Cedillo for following. Full auto, like what's there to say? Like you have the Karak, and then even like burst weapons kind of come into this, but burst is like a subcategory in here somewhere between full auto and semi. Well, obviously, but yeah, like I don't know. Like I would consider to be burst weapons to be almost like, oh, dude, I see your mom liked the live. Absolute shout out. I mean, like they're just basic. All right, you can kind of spray and pray, and if they deal enough damage, like if you use the Phenmor, like the Phenmor tops the full auto list because it's like true full auto. It doesn't have any of these like AoE gimmicks. Like the Bosmu is like a full auto, but it has that AoE, and it has like such weird elemental spreads that it's such a strange weapon. Anyway, here we go, guys. Semi-auto. I mean, it should be, the rest of the list is like whatever. Yeah, you know what it is. Like I'm not gonna use a sniper. Okay, I might use the Komorex because it's an AoE weapon, and so it has that secondary tag of AoE, and so then it bumps it way up in the usage list. Warframe is badass game. Wait, is the Kuva Chakkur dead after the AoE headshot nerf? No, I think it's still pretty strong. I think it just deals a lot of damage regardless, and I'm more the type of guy to use it as like an Opticore Vandal, like I've talked about, where it's, Opticore Vandal is kind of like best used when you have a CC frame. So it's like not going to be great in a lot of situations. Maybe it's good for like bosses, but you get the idea, folks. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I mean, snipers, semi-auto, and bows. Okay, bows also should have a huge fucking star. Just because like the Kuva Brahma is a bow, but it's an AoE bow. Okay, the Nataruk is a bow, but it's an infinite enemy punch through bow. The Cinta is a bow, but you get the idea. The Paris is the same way. The Cernos Prime is kind of the same way. Like, come on, man. There's a lot of crazy bows, and then there's like the Rakta Cernos and the Daikyu, and those are just bows. That's all they do, is they just shoot. There's nothing special. So that's the whole list. What I'm going to do is kind of try and hit on a couple of them. Obviously, that's bad phrasing immediately, but yeah, I'm going to bring this list over here. So, like, the Dread comes out. Yes. Well, that's the thing. Like, Jermaine, the Dread is going to be either an AoE bow or an infinite enemy punch through bow. So, which is it? But it's definitely not just a basic-ass bow. Like, using base Dread or like using Daikyu, like what does Daikyu have? Like punch through, it's kind of like a sniper. I mean, like, come on, man. I want to see what the Dread is. When is the Dread coming, Jermaine? I don't know these lore, but somebody told me when they're coming, and it's like this secret knowledge that I don't know who has it, but it's somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about it. Like, I'm just gonna give a couple examples of each. Like when you talk about AoE weapons, obviously you're going to notice that Kuva Ogris is at the top of my list, but that's just because it has an 8-meter AoE, and it has Nightwatch Napalm, so it's just insanely funky and crazy. But it's also rocking 9% crit, so definitely not a crit weapon. But then you talk about something like, you could take like the Kuva Zarr, for example, which is 75% crit without any kind of crit bonuses from a Riven, and that's obviously critical delay because AoE weapons crit or speed doesn't matter. So 75 on the crit. Your radial attack is 17k. Like, obviously that's with a Riven, but you get the idea. Like, you get one good hunter munition proc. Most of the weapons have a gimmick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But to me, the gimmick. The weapons are more of the gimmick than a bow, because like you're never using it for the base form. You're using it for the gimmick form. You got the 1k like, dude, your mom. Yes. Oh, you're killing it, dude. And is your profile picture just the moon? I mean, that's sick. That's a good photo of the moon. I can see that from there. I can see the man in the moon. I've never been able to see the man in the moon. I don't know if that's a weird omission or something, but anyway, yeah, like Kuva Zarr is what it is the number one weapon that I chose for the bomblets mostly. I took it with my phone. Yo, that's sick. Is it a Samsung phone by any chance? Yes, it is a Samsung phone. I nailed it, dude. Oh, it's S tier. Anyway, so like the idea is like getting the bomblets, getting the AoE, getting the huge damage. Like, it's just way too cringe. It just turns any gameplay into like unga bunga, like caveman gameplay. Like, it's just way too OP, way too OP. Perfect transition into like something like, even talking about the kit guns. Like, kit guns, you can decide on the ammo capacity. You go for max magazine, you go for pax charge. It's only 70% crit chance, but the fire rate is 8 is actually pretty slow, but guys, like, come on, it's just way too easy. Like, it is just way too easy. And obviously this is an example of a funky beam. Yes, shout out. Is that IO? That's a sick username. Peace. IO is in the East Coast, I would assume. Anyway, so it's like, folks, what's not to love? This is a funky beam. It's going to chain between enemies. You're talking about something like the Kuva Nucor. Also, like, that guy is just, woo. Or, yeah, the gaze. I was talking about the gaze. Like, woo. Oh, my God. Like, any of those weapons, it just makes it way too simple. Way too simple. Oh, yeah, and then this is a perfect chance to talk about, where is this guy? The Nataruk. Or even, like, the Stephalos, which has, like, a even more gimmicky AoE. Oh, but this is also a good chance to talk about something like the Scourge Prime. Like, for me, the Scourge Prime is hard to call, like, a meta weapon. Because the AoE is only, like, 1.7. And, you can speed it up. And also, it's a status weapon. But it has this really cool gimmick where you throw it into the ground. And then all of your projectiles become headshots. And it's just so... Like, they all get this, like, field around their head, and then it makes them, it's too sick. But, yeah, it is just a status-only, small radial attack. Like, oh, man. It's still fun, and it looks sick, and I think this is the Harrow skin that I put on it. Yeah, this is from the Harrow Deluxe. And then there's also there's a Harrow and a Hydroid Deluxe spear gun skin. Like, damn. The spear guns are just way too sick. Anyway, Nataruk, this is what we're talking about. This is infinite enemy punch through. Obviously, you're talking about rocking critical delay and vigilante fervor and not having a riven at all. And you're still hitting 0.67, which honestly, like, if you go too fast, I start missing the perfect shot. And sometimes it's hard to see it. So I'm just missing it more and more. So, like, hitting that perfect shot, hitting 180 crit chance with critical delay is just, oh my God. And obviously Hunter Munitions and just doing viral because, like, why not? What else is the build going to be? Like, there isn't really much else to talk about. It's just huge damage. And then you get, like, one good slash proc. 2K, yes, your mom. God damn. Oh, you're just blowing it up, your mom. I mean, you're just blowing my back out with likes. Yeah, like, you're 3... So this is like a bow. Like, yeah, dude, this is a bow. Is it a bow? No, it's, like, more than a bow. It's an infinite enemy punch through weapon, so what's not to love? That it's just too long. It's 4 words, infinite enemy punch through. There's got to be a shorter way to describe that, but that's the best way I've found to describe it. Anyway, we could talk about some shotguns now. See, like, shotguns are very interesting. Like, the Stephalos is a shotgun, but it's also infinite enemy punch through, so it's a little bit unique. Dude, hey, was that sus? My bad, your mom. Why, my bad. Let's talk about the Stephalos. Like, dude, the Stephalos is infinite enemy punch through. That's the gimmick. That's the whole gameplay. So, it's big damage. But, like, dude, there's tons of other shotguns. Like, dude, the Corinth with the alt fire is also an AoE weapon. And the alt fire radius on this guy is, like... did you do a tier list or did I miss? No, this is a different tier list. Oh, this is a way different way of doing a tier list. Yeah, no. I did a meta weapon tier list. I ranked all the meta weapons, and that tier list got blown up because of the incarnates. But no, this is kind of a different idea. because there's way too many weapons to review. But I'm trying to do it a little bit. Yeah, look at this, 10 meters, like a Corinth. Like the idea is like, this is how I judge. Who'd you say your main frame is? Oh my god, I think that's a hard. Well, I guess the main frame is the most used, which would probably be, honestly, it's like Rhino at this point, because I use Rhino for bosses and I use him to level shit. And then I would also say like maybe somebody like Zephyr in all things, or like Wisp. I use Wisp a lot. She's pretty good. I also love Baruch. Baruch is my favorite. Like, if I were to say any frame is my favorite, like coolest frame, most awesome, I would definitely say Baruch. But anyway, we're getting distracted. Yeah, like here's an example. Let's talk about a real shotgun. The Boar Prime. This is way too many forma, but it is just a full auto shotgun. The fire rate is 3.7, so still pretty slow. I have a Riven with a decent amount of crit chance, so I'm actually doing pretty well, but you know, it has the Blaze Incendiary Coat combo, so this guy is also 160% cold, so it's a lot of fucking damage. So, you know, it's going to be hard to scale heat, but heat is still number 2 by far, so that's kind of all you need. But it is like just a full auto shotgun, like it's not that great. You partake in Earth's greenery, yes, and I think Andres, if we're talking about the same thing, weapons that are generic are boring. Yeah, like, yeah, that's kind of. I think Jermaine, we're on the same page. But yes, Andres, I do partake, and you know, I would say the streams are in the silly, goofy hours range. Like, post 7 o'clock is a different beast altogether. Anyway, yeah, like the Boar Prime, just a full auto shotgun with a pretty high multi-shot, but still, you know, I've built it for crit, but that's a little bit of a crazy build. It does deal a lot of damage. That's the thing, like shotguns deal a lot of fucking damage. So turret is so good, yes. Aaron Crownover, yes. How did you get that ephemera? This guy, this is the Katena ephemera. Yeah, so this is Mirage's prime accessories. It's an ephemera. If I were to snag any accessories, I would snag ephemera. Can PC play with PS5? Yeah. So here, guys, we are very close to being done, but anybody that's in chat right now, we're going to get you into some gameplay in a little bit. So if you can hang tight for hopefully about 5 or 6 more minutes, we can get through. I think we're almost halfway through, so we'll talk about a few more. But yeah, like, we're going to get you guys in some gameplay. We're going to show off some of these weapons. It looks like Gara's. Yeah, it is Gara's. Yeah, it's like a glass effect. And it adds this nice, like, shiny coating to your whole body. Because I think the Mirage Deluxe skin, like, has a little bit of a plain sheen. Like, it's the metal is a little bit dull. So I do love just giving the whole thing kind of like a shiny coating. It just makes it very reflective, and I think it's kind of sick. Anyway. But you have to make the colorings really light. Dude, Soma Incarnate is fucking... I hate it. Fuck Soma Incarnate. I hope it's good as a boss killer or something, because that's what it kind of seems like to me. I know that the Boltor Incarnate is just a better version of that, so it's not available anymore. Well, it'll come back. Gara is probably due for a unvaulting. I miss Warframe. Hang on 1 second. We gotta keep talking about shotguns. Let's pick another shotgun. Yeah, like Phantasma is a funky beam, but also a shotgun. Bounce is an infinite enemy punch through and also a shotgun. But that's the Tenet Archiplasmor. What I want to find is the Kohm. Yes, the Kohm. So the Kohm is a 57% crit chance shotgun, but it has a super gimmick. I miss Warframe. Wish I wasn't permabanned after 4 years without warning for saying something inappropriate. Oh fuck, Mike Hawk. I mean, you could give it a shot, but that's F tier right there. You hate to see it. I mean, that's all I can say. But yes, the Kohm is also a very good weapon. What it is has a very interesting gimmick, and it's kind of rough, kind of struggling sometimes. So anyway, what's not to love? Folks, we are now talking about a very interesting class of weapons. We're talking about explosive snipers. So as an explosive sniper is something that I think of that has a pretty slow fire rate, like 1 or 2. No faster than 2 or 3, I would say. 3 is probably too fast. But yeah, like Kuva Chakkur with this Riven, which is still pretty low crit chance, 200% crit chance, guaranteed orange crits. It's dealing 8,000, and then it's dealing 3,000. But I mean, this shit just kind of shreds. Like, you pretty much don't need to worry about it. You can one-shot anything if you hit it in the head. But you know, it's going to be more useful if you have something like, like a CC, like a Coil Horizon or a Vauban's Vortex or something like that. But anyway, let's talk about one that's a little bit worse, but also a little bit cooler. Tenet Ferrox. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Kohm, I wouldn't consider having a gimmick. Well, it just speeds up. That's the whole gimmick. Like, it spools up. And so the multi-shot, you benefit from spooling it up, but it also forces you to kind of like go crazy and keep it spooled consistently. So that's something that I always struggle with. I've given 4 appeals. And they say I won't be unbanned ever. Damn. Mike Hawk, rip. Yes. Oh, this guy? Yeah. Are you talking about the Tenet Ferrox with the pull? Yeah, I think it's a pretty good ability. I always look at what is the range? Does it tell you the range on it? Oh, Jesus. Does it tell you the range on it? I don't think it does, but I think it's a pretty decent range. Embed time, 10 seconds, so pretty sick. Missed this game. I was a Nidus main. Yo! Alberto Escobar. What's up? Dom. Yeah, I mean, to me, there's an Archer bit where he says, I think if I stop drinking, the collective hangover will kill me. So I think that's kind of my philosophy on Warframe as well. But anyway, we're talking about, yeah, like this is a very interesting explosive sniper. You guys are going to see 100% crit chance, and you're going to see 10 times crit multiplier. So keep that in mind, but you are going to see a little bit lower damage. But you know, you're hoping for a hunter munition for like a zillion fucking damage. Yeah, and it's just savage. Yeah. So you guys, you're seeing it. And look at this. I don't have a fire rate mod. The charge rate is 0.5. So too easy, way too brainless. And you're going to hit 100% crit chance just with critical delay. So absolutely savage. I do love the alt fire, which is super. I love the Tenet shit. Like, they always try to do something cool and funky. All right, folks. Let's talk about one of my most hated explosive snipers. This is the Afentis. Now, why do I hate it? The embed delay is 0.8 seconds. I would say anything over half a second pisses me off. It just takes too long, especially when it's a 11,000 damage AoE. Like, if it was just a little bit faster with 3 meters, that's pretty decent. If it was a little bit faster, it would be really criminal. But also, you're going to notice, I do have crit chance. I have a shit ton of crit chance from this Riven, so I'm assuming that critical delay is pretty important. But yeah, you're seeing a 0.3 fire rate. So one of the slowest, explosive snipers in the game. Man, I see guys like you on Warframe, and I really get... Yes. Una X. Dude, for some reason, something about the phrase guys like you always stresses me out. I feel like if I don't go, I'll be shunned. Don't worry, you'll get there one day. As long as you can get all these mods, like for the most part, most of these mods are like, this is from Plains of Eidolon, this is from Plains of Eidolon. Yo, Lionel Contreras came from TikTok. Absolute shout out, dude. That's Lionel. Is that like Lionel the Lionheart? Who's that? Where's that from? I think this thing doesn't even get 100% crit chance. Like, if I take this out, yeah, 78% crit chance. That fucking sucks. Like, fuck off. Boo, boo, boo. I guess the Afentis Prime better be way better, because fuck. Don't worry, Una. You'll figure it out. You know, just we all figure it out in time. But you know, I think that pretty much covers explosive snipers. You can see that there's like definitely a spread. Like, so you're not guaranteed that every explosive sniper is built like the rest, but you know, that's kind of fine. Grumpy Assassin. Absolute shout out. That's a sick username. Yeah, we're down at normal beam weapons. Like, we can talk about the Convectrix. Where's the Convectrix? Where is he? Let me add him. There he is. Convectrix. Okay, here we go. Yeah, look at this. Like, it has a very cool thing where it converges. But the thing about the efficient beams that you can get from, like, I think a Nightwave or something. Dude, Yuna followed. Shout out Yuna. Efficient beams is going to make it so that you don't use ammo when you're not shooting someone. Best way to get mods. Well, let's see. I would say always be there for Barrow. Like, showing up for Barrow is a number one. So Barrow shows up every 2 weeks. And he might sell something like Prime Ravage or Prime Point Blank. Or like any of these Prime mods. And so you're going to get a big jump, especially on shotguns. You know, it's pretty much serration and then split chamber, but you know, if you complete all the missions on the star chart, then you get access to the galvanized mods. It was Leo, yes. Yeah, dude, I remember you, Leno. Don't worry. It's good to see you. It's good to see you in chat. Yeah, like the Convectrix is cool, but the converging thing is a little weird. Being forced to keep it active all the time. Like, we're close to the end, folks. Let's see. There's a couple more I could talk about. Obviously, like the Synapse. Absolutely criminal. But it deals a lot of damage, but it's just a very tiny beam. Doesn't really do a lot of shit, so kind of struggles. Kind of struggles a little bit. When are they going to add where you can switch to PC? God, well, they have to do cross trade first. And then after they do cross trade, I think they can do cross save, or maybe they do cross save first, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Synapse, yeah, just a basic beam weapon. Yeah, and then we're talking about full auto weapons. Like, we could talk about something like the Tenet Flux rifle, which can get some pretty insane damage output. You know, you can get some 100 munitions in there. You can get some crit chance. Like, it has a fire rate of 12 with critical delay, so you know it's shooting 12 bullets a second. Get off Warframe. Destiny just dropped. Well, for me to play Destiny, I'd have to invest a lot of time, and that's time that I've already invested in Warframe. So too late. Dude, Yuna is in YouTube chat. Yeah, I'm sticking around. Gonna get better watching you. Yes, Yuna. I gotta make a video for all you guys. Exceltra. S tier. Exceltra meta, actually, probably the best meta weapon in the game right now. Because you can get it at Mastery Rank 8. That's what I've been telling everybody. Like, getting it at Mastery Rank 8. Warframe is better than Destiny. Yes, Vincent. Yes, stoke the flames. Anyway, like the Tenet Flux rifle, great example. I think it used to be the highest DPS full auto rifle. But then you can talk about something like, God, the Phenmor, which is just king of the full autos. And it just almost outclasses everything. Or even like the Burstin Incarnate, which has now like risen to the top of like full autos, but it has an AoE, so puts it off the list. Where is this Phenmor? Is it low on the list? What am I doing? Anyway, folks, if I find the Phenmor, I'll show it to you guys. Got it. Yeah, if I can find it. There's the Phenmor. Okay, here we go. Obviously the attrition, whatever it's called. But yeah, just having like insane fucking 2900 damage output, 400 in the mag. Pretty insane. Can you see your chroma build? Yes. Let's see. Hang on. How close are we? Yeah, we're at semi-auto. Oh my god. Makes me want to die. Yeah, semi-auto. I did actually just touch my microphone with my tongue, so that was really fucking gross. So, anyway. What's a good example of a semi-auto? Oh my god. But then here's the thing. You could talk about something like the fucking Karak Wraith, which is just like it's just a status only full auto, and it's just so fucking dog shit. What do you think the best weapons are for a rank 6? Oh my god, God Nugget. Prisma Lens 2 is good, yes. Leonel, yes. How early can you get Prisma Lens? Isn't that an explosive assault rifle? Yeah, it is. That's the Exceltra, yes. So yeah, like Karak Wraith is just a status only. I think it's slash heavy, but it still fucking sucks. Like, it's still not something that I like. 77 on the slash, 49 on the heat. So like, why am I even building for, like, anyway, we're getting distracted. I think that's pretty much it. I never care for status and always max. No, well, hang on. Like me, I think certain weapons just works. Like if it has closer to 20 or 30% crit chance, then yeah, you can build it for crit. But if it's too low, then yeah, get fucked. It's just too low. Yeah, like some weapons just don't have the crit. Dude, Juan Alonso followed. Shout out. What are you supposed to do in this game? So there's like a lot of quests that you can do. There's a lot of gear for you to grind. So it's really just about collecting everything. It's kind of a collectathon. There's a lot of Vincent Williams followed. Absolute shout out. There's a lot of like especially with Deviri, it's like, you know, there's a lot of shit to collect. You can really get a build and then farm some stuff and just make your gear stronger. It's kind of a loop though. Like Eggnerd, you kind of have the right idea. Like it's kind of a loop of just getting stronger infinitely, and then at some point you run out of content, and then you start collecting everything from that point, and then you kind of end up like me. The lore is insane. Yes, dude, I love the lore too. Waste your life to look cool and be strong. Yes, Diego, one of us. Anyway, yeah, we could talk about something like the Paracyst, which I'm pretty sure is a burst weapon. Yeah. So it's like the bursts are okay, but come on, man. At this point we're talking about semi-autos. We could talk about something like the Veldt, which is like I've built it okay, so it's like 100% crit with the Riven, and it's also slash and viral, so that makes it pretty strong. A perfectionist dream game. Warframe is pretty well put, you know. I like that. I do like that. Yeah, so like semi-autos and snipers, like you compare the Snipetron Vandal, all right, with the 84 crit to something like the Komorex. Okay, way up here. The Komorex is an AoE sniper, the only decent AoE. There's like the Sporothrix, but that's kind of like a headshot AoE sniper, so a little bit lower. Where's the Komorex? Right here. So here's the Komorex. Endgame is fashion frame, yes. Eggnerd, you learn quickly, don't you? You do learn quickly. So yeah, this thing has an AoE. You don't get to see it. I guess you'd never get to see the stats on the AoE, but I put way too many forma because this is the only cool sniper. It has a huge AoE on the on the zoom in mode, so that's pretty sick. And finally, the last weapon, Rakta Cernos. And this is where you guys that are in chat, we're going to get you guys into the gameplay. So we're going to figure that out as quick as we can. But yes, Rakta Cernos, literally just a bow, has really good crit because I have a Riven. But yes, it is just a bow. It has mostly impact, so not very good. But you do get to rock Hunter munitions with 150 crit, so pretty savage. And oh, look at that, the charge rate is 0.25 with point strike, so, and a Riven, so, you know, whatever, cool. It's just a bow. It sucks. I was chasing the bows of the game for a long time, dude. You know, I mean, there's Ignis Vectis, Kohm is, oh my, yeah, I would say Heck is still better for the star chart. Yeah, I would say Heck is pretty good. Yeah, so I don't know who was asking, but yeah, Leonel. Yeah, I think Leonel is kind of getting at that. Kuva Nucor. Oh, I think I missed a bunch. No, I didn't miss a bunch of shit. Oh, we did have 2 people follow. We had Lawrence Pickney, and we have LJ Whitener following. So shout out. Lawrence Pickney, I have a PS4, and me and my wife need help. Yes, on everything. Yes. Lawrence. OMG bruh just followed. Nice. Lawrence, today's video is going to be primary tier list, which I just finished because I just talked about the Rakta Cernos. And Thursday's video is going to be a secondary tier list, and then I think that next week I'm going to prep some videos for you guys. So Tuesday's video is going to be like what to do. So here's the thing. If you can get to MR8, then you have access to the Zoris and you have access to the Excellitra. And if you have access to those 2 weapons, you can essentially turn the game into caveman gameplay. Like you just brainlessly just mow your way through all of the game. And that's at least like my Accelerator build is exactly the same as your Accelerator build. And then from there, I think Thursday needs to be a separate video about all the mods that you're going to need. The Zorus. Yeah, dude. The Zorus with like a 10-meter AoE that will delete everything into the steel path. Like even in the steel path, it's like you shoot somebody twice with like a decent secondary, and then all of a sudden the Zorus just deletes them for a zillion damage. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, Yuna knows. We had IO follow, so shout out IO. Anyway, I think we're done here, folks. So here we go. Let's go to the top of the list once again. Let's go to the AoE weapons. Let's talk about something like the Kuva Ogris. I am going to be using someone like... Who should I use, actually? I mean, I could always use someone like Banshee. But I think I'm going to use Rev for this. I'm going to just stick with Revenant, so I'm just not going to do anything. So here we go. Folks, if you are on YouTube, if you are on TikTok, we're about to get you in gameplay right now. If you're here, this is your chance to log in. We're going to do a couple rounds. And then, you know, why don't I start from the bottom of the list, actually? Here we go, folks. This is what I'm thinking. If you are in chat and you are logged into Warframe, we're going to get you into some gameplay. We'll figure it out. So if anyone wants to come in right now, I mean, we'll keep the poll open. We'll keep reminding people. But yeah, if you want to come in, Vishan, if anybody, if you're logged into Warframe, we'll figure it out. So just let me know in chat, and we'll get right into some gameplay. But for now, Jermaine, really? Has such low damage numbers? I mean, I've always found that it just kind of deletes everything on the playing field. Especially when I use Hunter Munitions, but I don't know if Hunter Munition is necessarily the meta. I don't know, what would you say? Io says, yeah, it's bad. Damn. I don't know what's going on then. Epitaph and Glaive make the game so easy it's hilarious. Yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't do damage. Yeah, it's like, definitely wouldn't mind playing. Yeah, I mean, if you want to log in, yeah, we'll get you in some game. We'll get you into some gameplay. Yeah, I definitely think, well, I mean, I've definitely made the Accelerator work. Like, I've never been in a situation where the Accelerator has not been able to, like, kind of just delete everything in front of me. Like, without even worrying about... I think, you know, dude, I'm not doing, like... Well, here's the thing. I'm not doing, like, level cap missions. But, like, dude, if I get the Accelerator in Deviri, I can take that bitch, like... I can finish... Well, I can probably finish tier 9 in one go. And you get the enemies to, like, 300. But, yeah, that's probably the highest level I get enemies at this point. I'm not here for, like... You know, doing fucking disruption for God knows how long. So that the enemies are, like, literally 9999. The only thing is ammo, dude. Yeah, I think at this point I'm using primed ammo mutation. So yeah. But yeah, we're going to get into some gameplay. So if you guys are in the game, I'll keep reminding you guys, if you guys are in the game, you can join me. My username is, you know, in the video, but you can also just message me and we will figure that out. If you want to message me, then we will do that. But yeah, dude, ammo mutation is like essential. I have it on literally everything. If you're not using ammo mutation, it's like, come on, man. Come on, Jack. Anyway, let's do this. We're talking about bows. This is the bottom of the list. This is a bow that's absolute. I fucking hate it. Like, it's just a bow. There's nothing special. Just a bow. I'm just a bow. Do you guys remember that? I'm sure somebody remembers that. Schoolhouse Rock. Okay, we do have actual audio going in, so that's, you know, absolutely savage. Let's go. So let's see what we got going. I mean, any tips for someone just starting? Definitely finish the star chart. I would say you need to get all of the kind of like damage and multi-shot mods, and that's a good thing to grind. Like, getting Lethal Torrent is like really annoying because you have to do like nightmare missions, and so to do nightmare missions, it's a little bit scary, but you know, like, guys, like, you can, first things first, get your builds together, and then, you know, I think by needing to get your builds together, and this is what I say, you're gonna have to stick around for a Thursday video, but you know, there's a lot of mods that you need, and going for those mods is gonna progress you through different parts of the game. Like Plains of Eidolon is going to get you a lot of good mods. Let's see what people are saying. What's that one now that's crazy right now? That bow? Oh, Paris? Are you talking about? Well, there's like Paris, there's Nataruk, there's Cinta. They're all essentially the same. Like it has the infinite enemy punch through that I was talking about. Excuse me. But yeah, like that's my whole philosophy with bows is that like if a bow is an infinite enemy punch through weapon, then it's not a bow. It's an infinite enemy punch through weapon. Like that's like a subcategory of weapons that far outclasses the category that it's actually a part of, which is a bow. So it's like, yeah, you can't really qualify it the same way that you can qualify like a Rakta Cernos, which is literally just a bow. You have to just shoot people in the face with it. That's it. And it's like, granted, Rakta Cernos has like fucking God knows how much crit chance. 150 on the crit chance, I think. Anyway, what are you guys saying? Focus on heck, yes. Like Brahma, yes. I got taxied back in 2018, yes. That's sick. I mean, you guys are just, you're warming my heart. You're just, this is the true Warframe that I love to see. Okay, folks. But you know, you get there as fast as you can. It's still a bow, though. You can't do that. Yeah, you can. It's like saying, oh, is the Kuva Brahma a bow? No, it's an AoE weapon. Because the AoE is like a subcategory that far outclasses the bow. That's the whole point. Like, if the Rakta Cernos is just a bow, it has no other subcategory. Like, if it has if it's anything other than just a bow, then yeah, it's completely different than every other bow. That's the whole point. Like, this is not a tier list in the way that you would consider. Yeah, if I'm talking about AoE bows, yeah, but then the Kuva Brahma is an AoE weapon long before it's a bow. Still a bow with an arrow. Yeah. Semantics at this point. It's just how we define our tier list. Yeah, like the Steplos is a shotgun, but it's also an infinite enemy punch through weapon. So, boom, different category. That's why the Boar Prime is just a shotgun. Like the Kuva Kohm, just a shotgun. It's pretty fast. It has a lot of multi-shot, but in no way is it like the Tenet Archiplasma. What do you mean by that? Is there somewhere I can... Wait, what are people saying? Is there somewhere I can find out everything I can do in Warframe? I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of hard. So the Strun is just a shot... No, the Strun has an AoE. Because it's an Incarnin, dude. The Strun has an Incarnin. I'm lost in this game. I got most of my quests done. I just don't know what to do. Yeah, I mean, if it has an AoE, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, the Boar is just... That's why, like, the shotguns has a huge asterisk. And the bows has a huge asterisk. Because, like, yeah, it's like, can you really call it just a shotgun at that point? Like, yeah, is the Bratton Incarnin just a shotgun? Or is the Bratton Incarnin just a full auto weapon? Like, it's kind of important to, like, distinguish... Because there's a lot of full auto weapons. And then there's, like... There's a few. And it's like, I don't think, yeah... Let's see what people are saying. You recommend I max out syndicates. What can you get from syndicates? I think that's pretty good. Oh God, that's hard. Yeah, it's like, I would say finishing the star chart is probably number one. Oh, I think we're missing it. Or Paris without Incarnin. Yeah, like Paris without Incarnin, even with, like, you can use Visage Ball, which gives you a huge status chance, but Visage Ball only benefits the Incarnin, because the Incarnin is, like, all heat damage, so it's like, you just get like a guaranteed heat proc. It's just like, or it's like a dead even heat environment. It's like, oh, like, you can't just call it a regular bow at that point. Like, you can't. Come on, man. Like, but, hey, folks, that's why I say, so there's... Yeah, well, that's like the Boltor Prime is literally what you're talking about. Like, it has infinite enemy punch through, but it's also a shotgun. Like, but it's definitely a worse shotgun. Like, the Phenmor has infinite enemy punch through, but I'd still kind of call it a full auto. Like, yeah, it's a subjective list, I think, at this point. This is definitely not an objective list. This is kind of my whole point. This is my philosophy to the game, is like, yeah, that's why all of my AoE, like, that's why the Kuva Ogris is at the top of my list, the Kuva Brahma is at the top of my list, but the Afentis is at the bottom of my list. And like, dude, the Prisma lens should be at the top of my list. But yeah, like snipers, like the Paragale is down here. The Sporthrix, which also has an AoE, is down here. But then like the Komorex is like way, way, way up here, because like the Komorex actually has like a AoE, so it's like way more effective. Oh, is that? Wait, hang on. Yeah, I think Eidolons is a good thing to do. Oh, you're talking about farming arcanes. Okay, anyway, got the star chart done. I can farm open worlds, do my railjack missions too. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, at that point, it's like getting steel pass shit. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing, Jermaine. You have a different logic than I do. You're full. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Jermaine has a different tier list than I do. He would say that bows are way higher. But guess what? This is my tier list. I still consider what every weapon category. Yeah, but then that list becomes like. But then kind of what you have to do is score every weapon. So you would say that. So basically kind of what you would say is like the Stephalos is worth 2 points because the Stephalos is a. So, you know, like. Here's how I would do it objectively, based on what Jermaine is saying. The Stephalos is worth 2 points because not only is it a shotgun, but it's also an infinite enemy punch through. Okay, the Corinth is worth 2 points because it's a shotgun and it's a AoE. But something like the Boar Prime only gets 1 point, and the Kuva Kohm, honestly, for me, would also only get 1 point because it only counts as a shotgun. Like it has pretty good punch through, but like yeah, definitely not crazy. And then like you could say like the Phenmor is also a full auto that has infinite enemy punch through, but it's like I also think the Phenmor, like, well, no, I think it shreds pretty hard. And yeah, and the Boltor Prime would also, yeah, the Boltor Prime is literally the example that Jermaine gave. Yeah, but yeah, I think that would be probably a better way to do it. But I mean, that's my whole point. Like, if there's there are certain categories that are way more valuable than the actual category it belongs to, and so then like yeah, even the Kuva Kohm is pretty high on my list because it does have that punch through factor. Like, if you look at this, it has like, what is it? What's the punch through? 1.5. So it's, I mean, it is limited punch through, but it's definitely not something like the Boltor in Karnan, which literally just clears enemies, like clears a hallway. And doesn't even stop, like, for a single enemy. Dude, Lance Duckworth, absolute shout out. Welcome to chat. What am I missing? Am I seeing it? When can we see gameplay? I think we're pretty much done, yeah. No, yeah, I think I missed gameplay. I think we're good. We need to go in for more gameplay. But I guess I was talking to Jermaine too long. Anyway, we did Rakta Cernos. That was a bow. So I need to talk about a... Yeah, like we talked about the Dexivorous. We could do the Dexivorous. Okay, we're going back in, folks. Here we go. Don Joe. Thank you for reminding me. Let's go in. You're done playing for today? Oh, no, I'm just getting distracted. I'm defending my logic, I guess. Anyway, let's go in. So we're talking about the Dexivorous. Guess what? The Dexivorous is a burst, but it's mostly just like semi-auto. You're kind of just clicking. It's a lot of clicking. That's pretty much it. So yeah, we're here as Revenant, so we can just kind of stun everybody and then show off the gameplay. So yeah, like, I mean, most semi-autos, like, yeah, show off a semi-auto that's insanely good. Yeah, semi-autos do kind of fall to the wayside. But yeah, then you talk about the Latron and Karnan, like, the Latron and Karnan is kind of like a different weapon altogether. Like, it's not a semi-auto at that point. It's just an AoE weapon. Like, all of the Incarnants, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Incarnants have like fucked up my tier, like my whole tier list so bad. Like, all of the meta tiers, like all that shit is so fucked up. Like, I have to do like a whole separate Incarnate and slot them in differently and make a whole video about it. Like, they just made everything wonky. So, oh my god. That's what I like. You can't put the weapons in the boxes. Like, you can't fit them no matter how you judge them. Dude, Krill, that's okay. We can get you in gameplay. Loki, I have a lot to do, but there's just so many things to do. I get lost and end up doing nothing. Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to pick one thing, and do it to its conclusion, and then be done with it. Yeah, just start the close thing to do and complete it and continue on. Yeah, there you go. Gohan's stepdad. Oh my god, Lance Duckworth. Oh my god. Gohan's stepdad. Back in chat. Oh, it just warms my heart. It just makes me feel so good. Am I missing a bunch of shit? It's all just perspective, guys. Can we talk about the Lex Incarnate? I don't know what the Lex Incarnate is because I chose the Bronco Incarnate because I was like, oh, I'm being slick. I chose the Bronco. I'm cool. But it's like, no. Is the Lex Incarnate just cracked? That's kind of my logic. Like, kind of my assumption at this point. All right, folks. I mean, it's super brainless. Just too easy. Is it like a infinite enemy punch through? That's what I heard. It's like just wide as fuck. Like it's just a girthy fucking projectile. But yeah, you're seeing like this guy has nice slash damage. Like you're seeing these big slash procs coming in. But you know, it is just a semi-auto at that point. You're kind of having to aim at each enemy. You're kind of having to click them, and then they die. But you know, it's still pretty slow. Oh, shout out Gohan Stepdad. Oh my god, just blowing it up. Blowing it up in chat. It's so nice to see. Alright, I think we're pretty much done.
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast.
Yeah, so what's up next? I mean, yeah, we're talking about like snipers. Like, do we talk about the Komorex? No, I don't think so, because the Komorex has a pretty decent AoE. Like, it actually works pretty well. I need advice on the Saren Junction. Is that Sedna? I think that might be Sedna. What's your opinion on the Warframe Varuna? My build for Varuna is pretty weird. Yeah, Sedna. Does she just deal a lot of damage? I would say, like, do you have Revenant yet? Do you have Revenant? Because you can just negate all damage. I'm sure the damage from spores and all that shit is super high. Yeah, like my Varuna build is really funky. Oh, I think I was supposed to show someone a build and I totally forgot. But yeah, I totally missed it. Anyway, if you remember what you wanted to see, I will show it. But yeah, that's semi-autos. And then we can talk about like snipers. Like snipers, do I even talk about snipers? Like, no, I don't think so. I think it's important to talk about like, yeah, even when you talk about like the Karak Wraith, like how do you judge the difference between the Karak Wraith and the Tenet Flux Rifle? And like the Phenmor, like this is like low, like the Dara Vandal, low tier. The game is not suitable for younger audiences. Why are they saying that? Am I gonna get dinged if I? What is not suitable for younger audiences? Well, folks. Do I need to tag this? Can I tag it live? How do I tag it live? Okay. Live info I can't change. Alright, we'll do it later then. Damn, I mean, well, fuck. They're trying to ding it. We see it too? Oh my god. It just popped up. Fuck. Dude, they hate me. Am I cursing too much or what? It's like the Nataruk and the Tenet Archiplasmor times 100. Nice. Leo. Nice. Nah, you good. Okay. I think I'll be fine. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Oh, and I think my tier list went away. Yeah, so it's like, come on, man. I mean, it would actually take a lot of work to do like an objective tier list. It might be TikTok picking up on the gunshot noise. Damn. I mean, I could just turn the... Can I turn the volume down on this guy here? Let's do some audio mixing. Can I turn this guy down? Yeah, I'll just turn the primary speaker way down. All right, you guys are getting 30% audio. Let's give that a shot. See how it does. Well, we can give it a shot. We'll try it. I mean, there's definitely different shit that sounds more and more like guns. Oh, and the tier list went away again. Okay. Anyway, folks. So we're pretty much at the top. So I haven't seen anybody that wants to get into gameplay. Is that real right now? Oh, we had the cross arms emoji follow. I just got a primary arcane adapter from a Kuva Karak. Is primary merciless good for it? Yeah. I would say so. Yeah, well, primary merciless is just the one you go with. I mean, there's a few other ones, but they're kind of more situational and they're kind of just annoying to use. So, yeah, just go with merciless. You're gonna get tons of them, so it's easy. Sure, I want to play, but I can't. Yeah, I wonder if Krill's in chat. We can get him into some gameplay. But yeah, we're talking about... I'm going to move up the list. Yeah, we're talking about full autos. So what I want to do is, we have like the bottom of the list actual garbage tier, like Dira Vandal. Like, we would have to do a tier list of every full auto weapon and then kind of do a points scaling based on that. But I don't even know how that would work. Like this one would be worth 1 point because it's purely just a viral and heat build, and it doesn't even have that much heat damage. Like, I just don't want to use the Dira Vandal. Like, the Karak Wraith is a little bit better. The Kuva Karak is pretty good. But then when you talk about something like the Tenet Flux Rifle, which is pretty crazy, and then you move up the list even more. But I feel like we deserve to show off the Phenmor. Like, I feel like you guys deserve to see some Phenmor gameplay. I seen something about the Soma. The Soma is just like disappointing to me. Like, the Soma in Karnan has like insanely low crit chance. It's like 10%. So you kind of have to build it purely for slash and status. So you go with Galvanized Amplitude. So it's just kind of, I don't like it. And it doesn't have infinite enemy punch through. It's more just like a shotgun. The Boltor in Karnan is the one that's like so fucking cringe and just deletes everything. So that might be a good one to try out, but it's almost a shotgun at that point. Are you playing online or are you playing against CPU? Well, Lance, it's PvE, so it's always against enemies. But yeah, I'm getting distracted. Let's show off the Phenmor. Like, the Boltor in Karnan is almost not even like a full auto anymore. It's more like a shotgun. Like, how do you even judge like the Boltor in Karnan, which is it's like a full auto and a shotgun and an infinite enemy punch. So it's like, that's fucking 3 points in 2 different categories. I didn't get it either, but my friend let me use his and all my weapons felt underpowered. Damn. Was it just deleting like spreads? Like, I guess so. Learning to speak piano followed. Damn, that's a sick username. I like that. Anyway, we're talking about the Phenmor. I would probably consider the Phenmor to be one of the strongest. I need to see about the gun you're using. Yeah, I can show you the Phenmor. Yeah, like, the Phenmor is probably what I would say like one of the strongest full auto weapons in the game. It's pretty criminal. Like, it definitely outclasses like everything in its class, and that's why, like, if you were to actually do a real judgment of like all of the full autos, like, yeah, dude. And like, in this case, I don't even think that infinite enemy punch through is necessarily useful in every case. I'm dead because I forgot to cast my 2. Wonderful. Okay, that's fine. All right, here we go. Let's cast the 2. And let's just show this off. So yeah, like, I would still consider this guy to be like a full auto because it's like, yeah, like, you still need to kind of like group enemies up for it to be really effective. Like, and so like, in a similar vein, it's like, yeah, what you're saying is like, yeah, I think this guy does qualify like much higher on the list, but like, it's still kind of a full auto. I'm a Ferrox man myself, especially with a good Riven. Oh my god. But yeah, if you're talking about Archon hunts, that's always a classic choice. Oh, there's Dylan. Dylan followed. I mean, I would say definitely for Archon hunts, that's an interesting question to ask. I do love the Phenmor just because it is pretty brainless. But yeah, like, yeah, like, I guess in the end, like, Phenmor kind of outclasses its own full auto class. Like, really, a full auto weapon is something that doesn't have punch through, is pretty slow. Like, full auto can be a wide range of fire rates. Like, it could be anywhere from the Tenet Flux Rifle, which has like a 12 bullets per second fire rate, to like literally like the Kuva Karak, which is like insanely slow. And it's like, yeah, it comes in waves, folks. Here we go. What are we saying? How much catching up would I need to do? I last played when the Eidolon hunts were popular. Oh, probably a couple quests. Probably, I would say, getting galvanized mods and getting the, getting galvanized mods, getting the arcane adapter. So, finishing all the star chart. I think that's a good choice. I would say, like, the Demos slash mods are pretty good. There's a couple weapons that need those. I would definitely say, like, depending on how many barrows you've got, like, there's a lot of mods you probably need from barrow. There's probably a lot of good weapons you could go for. Definitely the Kuva Liches is pretty crazy. So, like, doing that whole gameplay loop, the Riven Slivers to get Rivens, there's a lot of shit you could do. How long would all that take? I don't know. Well, it's kind of like a long-term goal. Like, I would say easily a couple, like a month or two. I would say realistically. If you're fast, maybe a month. Oh, we had Cowtick Shadows. That's a sick username. Took me a second to read, so I wanted to get it right. Yeah, but I think you're pretty okay. There's a lot of arcanes that you probably need. Definitely like Arcane Grace and Guardian and, you know, a couple other ones. I want to get back to Endgame ASAP. Yeah, like, Endgame is pretty much like Steel Path. There's a lot of weapons that you can get. There's a lot of strong shit that you can get. I was like super geared when I stopped. Could do endless survival. Oh, yeah, you're fine then, Nick. Yeah. Vincent says meat sweat. Nice. Is Rev your favorite frame? No, not well. He's pretty cool, but yeah, I wouldn't say so. I think I like him because, he doesn't really like. I could honestly also use Baruch, but Baruch is pretty high. I'm just using him because he doesn't have a lot of damage abilities, and I don't really need to use any damage abilities. So I could use Baruch honestly, and he does a similar shit. But Baruch is also one of the faves. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. You know, we could use Baruch here. I would say Baruch is probably my favorite frame, and I did get the deluxe. I'm still looking for a red that I kind of like, but I'm looking for kind of a darker red. But, nothing is really coming through exactly what I need. So, I've gone with this red, which is a little vibrant, but I do kind of like this skin. I think something about it, I'm just drawn to it. Like the extra hands, I am always drawn to it. In parties now, or would I need all the new stuff? Can you play some Limbo? Dude, fuck no, I'm not playing Limbo. Sorry. I got Limbo. I use him in specific situations. Nope, not going to use Limbo. I try to avoid Limbo as much as possible. Limbo's a weird one. Do you play Limbo, Nick? I would say my Limbo build is weird. Anyway, we're talking about beam weapons. Yeah, let's see. Beam weapons. Yeah, we take something like the Synapse. That's probably my choice. I play all the frames I have. Yeah, that's good. Extra hands come in hands for handy holidays. Yeah, for handies. Oh, yeah. Oh, he could give himself... I see. Mainly Valkyr, Excalibur, Frost. Nice. Yeah. See, that's always been my philosophy for using like God, what am I trying to say? Like using the usage list is like the usage list isn't Excalibur still OP as hell. Yeah. I still love Excalibur. Your mom, Phantasma for beam. Yeah, dude. Well, Phantasma is a funky beam. Phantasma is way too wide. Like that's why my list is so like subjective. Like the Synapse is what I would consider to be a beam. Like it's actually just like, or even the Phage. Like I could use the Phage even, and you'll see best beam is Ignis Wraith. Yeah, but that's like the Ignis Wraith is kind of in a category of its own. Like, or like the Amprex. Like they're all so good. Tenet Cycron for beam. Yes. See, that's the thing. Like, you guys all, like, those guys almost belong in their own category. I could do the Ignis Wraith. The Ignis Wraith is a good kind of in-between where it's really strong, but in its own unique way. And that's why, like, the list is kind of split. Yeah, like this is what I talk about with bows and shotguns is, like, the list is kind of split between cool weapons and lame weapons. So, like, the Synapse brings the beam category down. I try to use Ash, but he's not that practical anymore. Yeah, I think he's still pretty sick. I like Wukong. Wukong is really strong. Yeah, like the Phantasma kind of outclasses it. The kind of, like, the whole point of creating a separate category is saying, like, certain weapons in this category just outclass other weapons so much that you have to almost, like, split the category up and, like, define them separately so that people know that, like, this category is it's a big star category. Like, it has a big fucking star. Like, it's really weird. It's like, there's a lot of weapons that are really good, and there's a lot of weapons that could use work. And so, like, the category is very split, and you say, like, oh, all bows are good. Well, yeah, most bows are good, but most bows are not really bows, are they? But anyway, let's go. I think we're good to go. So, yes, let's show off Ignis Wraith. Yeah, I mean, it's good to see you guys. It's good to see some echo chamber happening. Not to say it in a weird way, but it's kind of what's happening. But oh my god. And I do love also the Baruch Syandana. I love how it's like dangling way below. I think it just looks sick. I love this skin. I love the deluxe. I always thought the wisp is a little lame. Okay, what are you guys saying? Oh no, that was kind of I was one-shotting everything before any stacks. Okay, that's what Leonel was saying. Okay, so let's get the 3 active, and then that's pretty much it. We're just gonna get the 3 active. So yeah, look at the Ignis Wraith, like the range on it, the spread that the beam has, the fact that you can kind of just wiggle your cursor and just kind of hit everything in this huge radius. Like it kind of almost outclasses the rest of the beams. Like if I use the Synapse, you would see that it's like such a small beam. Like it's really the girth of the beam is what matters, folks. Like it's not about like for the Ignis Wraith, the length does matter. Like being able to hit enemies far away does matter, and also being able to hit like large groups of enemies matters. But like it's really about the girth, folks. Okay, if I were to be honest. But there's even like if you had like a Chode beam, like that would be even better. Like I want to see like a Chode beam gameplay. Can you use the Synapse next? Yeah, I can use the Synapse next. Yeah, because like the Synapse, you kind of have to aim more, and it's kind of a little bit more precise. Or like I could use the Convectrix, which is kind of an interesting weapon. But yeah, I would say they're still pretty cool. And if you're in a pinch and you're in Deviri, yeah, if you're in a pinch and you're in Deviri, you can use the Synapse and make it work, bro. Chill, lol. Yeah, I was probably taking that joke a little bit too far. But yeah, like when you're talking about the Ignis Wraith, it is pure fire, viral, and slash. You're only getting 3 status procs, and all the status procs are just cleaning house. They're just deleting everything in one shot. Synapse got 50% crit, by the way. Yeah, and that's why like I think the Synapse is really strong, but the fact that the beam is a lot smaller and you kind of have to aim more, like the simple fact that you have to aim more and actually like hit enemies, like let's see how far off I can hit enemies from. Like let's just kind of test it. Like let's see, like I can kind of hit them, the idea is you can kind of wiggle your mouse and hit more enemies than you could with the Synapse. And it's about lessening the aim that you have to do, hitting a wider spread, hitting more enemies at once. Like, I said it, it's the girth. New Nightwave tomorrow. Oh shit, new Nightwave. That's sick. Just use multi-shot or even fire it. Yeah. I think that could make it work. Well, yeah. I think like using heavy caliber, I think makes a lot of these weapons better. Like even the fades. Like I think the fades would be way better. Like I could put like what am I trying to say? Saddest thing is that they lost most of their players early. Damn, really? Like they just drop off at a certain point, or like they had a lot of players and then they all left.
Hunter,
damn.
The sanctuary will go on without you.
Oh. So yeah, here's the thing, folks. Like let's use the Synapse because I think girth matters. Yeah. Shout out Leo. Nice. They drop off early without giving the game a chance. Yeah. Well, I think this game is definitely like Destiny where you have to make a big commitment. But yeah, like I think the Phage is a good example. Like the Phage is a good contender for using something like Sinister whatever it is, Sinister Reach. Do I have that ranked up? Sinister Reach. Yeah, like increasing the beam length. But I think it does use a lot of ammo, so I always use ammo conversion. But yeah, like I think it does suffer because it has a pretty short beam length. But yeah, I think the Synapse is a good example. I would say the Convectrix is also a good example where it's like if it has this converging effect, the split second for it to converge is just fucking annoying, and I just don't like it. Anyway, there's the Synapse. Yeah, so Synapse, this guy has no crit chance. We are only rocking Point Strike, and we have 97% crit chance, and it also has only viral and corrosive. So, and they're almost dead even. So Synapse insanely strong in terms of damage. Yeah, Warframe over Deviri, absolute shout out. Yeah, we need more viewers on YouTube. Come and join the live, like and sub. Yes, your mom, dude. Thank you. Absolute shout out. Yeah, guys. If you can mosey your way over to YouTube if you can figure it out. I believe in you guys. Yeah, Matt Elkin says Destiny is second to Warframe. Yes. Yes, I love Tasiri. Deviri should help with early dropout. Yeah, I think getting things early, getting things differently may add like is a huge benefit. But I do think like if you don't want to complete the star chart, shout out the VR gamer for being in chat. If you don't want to complete the star chart, we had Josh follow. You know, that's kind of a good drop off point. Like if you're not like if you don't get to that point where you're completing the star chart, like yeah, I can definitely see like a lot of people like being like, it's not really for me because you know. You end up not really having a lot of the mods you need. You're not really having the build you should have. But yeah, here's the thing, folks. We are at 8:15, and we are about halfway up the list. So this is taking me fucking forever. Yeah, and I think, you know, like explosive snipers, number 5 on the list is a good example because how do you feel about Goss, Josh? I do love Goss. Lance, dropping some roses. Fucking thank you, Lance. Yeah, like look at this. Look at the Synapse. Just delete. Oh, I have bonus crit chance on this guy. That's why I'm not using Baruch, but that's fine. I can use crit chance. That's okay. So like you're seeing how I'm really having to aim more. Like you're it's kind of weird almost. Like you do have to aim more. You're seeing that my mouse is moving slower. So that's really what I want you guys to notice. Is like when you're talking about the Synapse, it's like I am having to focus on an enemy for like what seems like a split second longer. And it's like, yeah, I could see maybe building for heat maybe or something like that. But yeah, it's like it's a very strong weapon. It has some insane damage stats. But my mouse is just moving ever so slower. Just a little bit. We had Meki Hicks follow. That's a sick name. I just like that. I just like the way that sounds. We had Don Joe say, "What do you think about Wukong?" I think Wukong is one of the strongest frames in the game. Obviously, he's a double Umbra tank, so Wukong has the built-in Defy at maximum strength. So he hits 1500 armor, and that's enough to get 80% damage reduction built in. So you use adaptation, and then you can slot in Arcane Avenger, and then you're getting free crit chance. And then what I always do is I swap out his 4 for Roar, which is a little hard to say, but it's just going to add a lot of damage. It's going to add a lot of damage to his twin. I will say his twin uses a lot of ammo, so if you have something that has a battery, you're going to benefit a lot. What's the name on YouTube? Io, if you go to my profile on TikTok and then go to the button next to the follow, you can just go right to my YouTube and then it'll take you there and you don't have to type anything in. But I think my YouTube is on the screen, from what I can remember. I think it's to the right of my face, but yeah, it's pretty much fine, you guys. Nothing to worry about. Too easy. We need new mod. Increase the girth mod. Yes. Oh, that's actually good. Beam wideness. Would it actually be called beam girth? Well, here's the thing. Heavy caliber kind of does that. So the thing about what heavy caliber does is it's going to make the beam wobble. So instead of giving you girth, it's going to give your beam a lot of wobble. So here's the question I ask to all my male viewers. Would you rather have your beam be extra girthy or extra wobbly? I'm sorry. You have this opportunity. It's like you have this fruit just hanging, and it's like you can't just not take it. Like, come on. And I'm not even recording this, so I'm not making clips out of this or anything. You guys just get this. This is freebies for the TikTok and for the YouTube. Yeah, you want to have good girth and good wobble, I would say. Io has it right. So, like, heavy caliber is a great choice for a lot of beam weapons. That's what I would say, honestly. Or, like, I don't think you can get negative accuracy on your Riven, but that would be a cool thing. I think it's only heavy caliber. Anyway, folks, I think we're pretty good. I think we're solid as hell. So that's the Synapse. I think that covers beam weapons. Yes, let's talk about explosive snipers. So explosive snipers is an interesting kind of class to call this, because we're talking about something like the Kuva Chakkur or the Tenet's Ferrox, or you know, something way at the bottom like the Afentis. So I'm going to show off the Afentis first of all. It is the slowest explosive sniper. It has a really long embed delay, so it's basically just a sniper. It's basically just one of the slowest weapons in the game, period. And I've made it even slower by using critical delay, which is probably not a good choice, but you'll get a feel for the gameplay. 74 million Vikes. I think it's only million. Yeah. It just happens, dude. You stop needing credits at some point. When you're this deep into the game, you just stop needing credits, okay? Damn, we might not fucking finish this list. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the gameplay. Like, you have this embed delay. You're kind of gonna one-shot these guys, so it doesn't really matter. Look, it actually takes me a brief second. I can only fire once every 3 seconds. That's how slow the fire rate is. No. Dude, Io is in both chats. V Showy. Yo. Io, that's a sick YouTube username. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to do with the Afentis. I'm not even going to hit the normal enemies. I'm only going to hit the Eximus. So I'm just going to kind of do some Eximus hunting. But you're seeing, it's just insanely slow. It does deal a lot of damage. And I think, you know, I know that the alt fire is pretty cool. It does something, like, kind of interesting. You're like, when you're in the area, it, like, does something. It gives you, like, ammo efficiency or something. Maybe it gives you faster fire rate. Does it give me faster fire rate? Maybe that gives me faster fire rate. Yeah, but it doesn't last very long. Oh, I guess the buff lasts for a long time. So is it giving me faster fire rate? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of a cool idea. I guess I don't really know how that buff works, all things considered. Snowy with 2 eyes. Snowy. Is that how I gotta say it? Snowy? Damn, I mean, does that just make it even more sick? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, folks. But then I gotta remember to call you Snowy, so I'll do my best. I believe in myself. 20 secondary ammo? Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, look at this, you guys. Throw it down. Get the buff, and I guess you shoot faster. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's like Snowy. It do be like that, Snowy. Yeah. I mean, shout out, you guys. I'm just trying my best right now. I mean, this gun is a little bit boring, as you guys can see. Dude, Ghost. Ghost is back in chat. Yeah, dude, I'm live again, and Ghost is back again. Let's get these fucking shots in, dude. That's all I can say. Here's an Eximus. And this is where you get into some interesting gameplay, because, you know, if you get a decent slash proc, you might do pretty well, but not in every situation. Yeah, C+. So, you know, this guy is super slow. Has a cool alt fire, as most spear guns do, but I guess this is a good opportunity to show off something like the Tenet Ferrox, which actually has a pretty insane alt fire. Yeah, like the Scourge Prime. What do you call that? Like, it's like an AoE and also a full auto.
The sanctuary will go on without you.
Use Accelitra next. Dude, Accelitra is the top of the list. Yeah, I'm never gonna use Accelitra in this video. Cause up next is another explosive sniper. I'm talking about the Tenet Ferrox. Alright. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. I think once we get to infinite enemy punch through, we can just do the... Oh, Leonel, should we do that? Well, here's the thing. We're at 823. We have one more weapon, and then we're just going to go into gameplay. Here, hang on. Leo, I believe in you. One more gameplay. We could do shotguns. Do I need to do shotguns for you guys? I'll do one shotgun. Real quick. Leo, if you can wait, we'll do the Boar Prime. And then we're just going to go into Steel Path Conjunction Survival. So, be patient. I believe in you, my friend. You've been in chat this long. It'll be 2 minutes of gameplay. We got Boar coming in. Coming in clutch. I should probably turn this on.
Kill everything you encounter. Do not relent. The integrity of this experiment relies on your...
Alright, much better. Okay, here we go. I mean, it's just too easy, folks. Just too easy. Alright, yes. And then we talk about the Boar Prime. So the Boar Prime has this pretty wide multi-shot, which does make it a lot stronger. But yeah, like, you know, the Boar Prime, I think it's pretty crazy. I think it does do pretty well. And, you know, obviously a weapon like the Boar Prime is very similar to the sniper, you know, the explosive sniper, because it's going to benefit a lot from some kind of CC. And then it becomes an S tier weapon. Then it becomes absolutely incredible, dominates, you know, it just kind of slaps. Yeah, like, here's what I would say. Dude, when we get into, like, the Burstin Incarnon, or, like, the Boltor Incarnon, like, those are some very interesting weapons that are very hard to class. And so, like, you kind of have to decide where they actually fit in. Like the Burstin Incarnon almost deserves a class of its own for the full autos, but yeah. Can you reach over again? Wait, what are you guys saying? Can you wait. Yeah, wait, what are you guys saying? What are you guys talking about? Alright, what are you guys talking about? You're all in chat. What is chat saying? You're all just saying, yeah, can you reach over again? Yeah. What are you guys saying? You guys gotta be more clear to me. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume anything. I don't like the way you guys are talking. Oh no, not at all. And then chat goes silent. Uh-oh. This is bad. I think you missed something over there. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know what you guys are playing at. What? Do you guys want to see my arms or something? Is that what you guys are getting at? I don't like this. I don't like this, you guys. No, not one bit. Double check. Are you talking about what? Like this? Like... Yes, this is what I want to see, Ethan. Is this game like Destiny? I would call it roguelike Destiny. It's got a lot of random elements. It's got a lot of grindy, like resource grinding elements that are very much like Vampire Survivors now. What shotgun? This is the Boar Prime. And it kind of goes pretty hard, all things considered. I wonder if recoil also gives me more spread. That might be a thing. Cough, cough, better. We want to see the dummy. What the Are you talking... Wait. Are you talking about my tat or what? Like, I'm confused now.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
I appreciate the love. If you guys are showering me with love, is this game more popular than Destiny 2? I don't know if I can answer. I don't know the best way to answer that question, actually. It's kind of a hard question to answer. I do think they're very similar. I do think they both take a lot of investment. Like, you kind of have to commit to one or the other. All right, we're good. We're done. I see a lot of people comparing the two. Yeah. Your mom dropping the skull emojis. Yeah, they're very similar. I will say that, obviously. But yeah, I do think you kind of have to play one or the other. So yeah, let's go into Steel Path gameplay. It is better than Destiny 2, though. Yeah, Matt Elkins. I'll allow Matt to say it. I won't say it, but Matt can say it. All right, let's show off Excellitra. Yeah. So this is obviously a Riven build. So we're rocking 8 times crit multiplier. But we do have Vigilante armaments giving us a little bit more multi-shot. So still getting 8 times on the crit multiplier. So, you know, let's let it rock. If you have an Excellitra Riven, it's kind of GG, but that's where I use most of my Rivens. Or that's where I use most of my weapons. So now we go into some real gameplay. We have it's 8:30, so we have about half an hour left. So we can probably go for another half hour. 74 million credits, that's crazy. I only got 3 million. Well, 74 million, I probably just started accumulating credits for a long time now. I don't know how long exactly, but yeah. I played Destiny since day one and picked up Warframe about 6 months ago, way better. Matt Elkins, shout out. I appreciate the love. Yeah, so Excellitra. Yeah, like you guys are seeing it now. I definitely think I can just delete shit once they get enough slash procs, but yeah. For the most part, the Accelerator has been something that I've been able to use pretty easily without too much worry. This is Banshee, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be using something like Breach Surge in this situation. But yeah, you're kind of seeing the Breach Surge action. So Breach Surge is going to skew the gameplay, but that's kind of the whole point, is I'm never in a situation where I don't have something to kind of amplify my damage, whether it's through CC or, you know, what have you. But yeah, I do think the Accelerator, like as long as you're killing more than a few enemies per clip, you can get most of your ammo back from 1 or 2 enemies. Hang on, what are you guys saying? Can you hand over some plat, bro? Bro, this is not a charity stream. I'm just giving plat. I might, if I'm feeling generous, I might do some kind of giveaway. That's what I've thought about. I think we could do a spin where, but we would have to figure out some Nightbot way to do it through Nightbot. So I haven't figured that out yet. That might be some incentive to get you guys on YouTube. Is I could do some kind of shit on Nightbot where there's like a raffle and I can buy, you know, a couple slots or 20 to 50 plat. That's what I'll say. Depending on what you want. I feel like 50 plat is too much. Like I could buy a slot or 2 or something like that. Something that I can gift pretty easily. But I think it has to be someone that's on PC. I'm not sure. We could trade pretty easily. I could give you something from my inventory. What could I give you? I could give you primary arcanes. I could probably give you some mods that you might need. I don't know. I could trade plat. I guess that does work. I just want like 2 Orokin catalysts. Yeah, let's see. What's the best way? I guess here's what I could do. We could go into a trade. And can I trade with... is there cross trade? No. Can I can only trade with PC players. Can I buy something for someone else? Can I gift something to someone on a different platform? Cross save needs to happen, yes. Yeah, like, I think it only works for people on PC right now. So that's a caveat, which obviously sucks. This is the Accelerator. Black Yamcha. That's a sick username. This is the Accelerator. I am using the Breach Surge, which is my Helminth ability on Banshee, and it's a little bit skewed. I haven't even used Banshee's 2 even once, so take that into account. Banshee's 2 is probably something you should be spamming, so keep that in mind. You can't cross-gift. You can trade with others. So you can't cross-trade and you can't cross-gift yet. So that will be a damper, because it means that if you're on anything but PC, then the raffle won't work, so that already kind of puts a hamper on the damper. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out, folks. I thought you could. Cannot cross-trade, yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah, I mean, eventually. That's what I could say. If there's a big... depending on when cross-gifting and cross-trading happens, we'll do a big giveaway stream. So, definitely go follow on YouTube, because that's going to be one of the things, is you have to be subscribed on YouTube for the giveaway to work. So, when we have some rumblings or some hearings of cross trade or cross gifting happening, then things will change. Gets more coupons or something. Interesting. Oh, dude, Violence just teleported me to him. Okay, so this is a good chance to show off the Accelerator against Violence. So if you can get the arming distance and you can be kind of near him, or at least close to far, or, get the actual shots, then it's okay. Let's get some ammo. But yeah, like the Accelerator, yeah, I do think, honestly, I think it does struggle, but I think it does keep up pretty well. I think you can make it work, and this is like Steel Path Conjunction Survival. Obviously, I should be doing level 200 Conjunction Survival, but folks, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. What are you guys saying? Is there a major skill gap between console and PC on this game? I don't think so. I think if you're used to playing on controller, like for me, I'm really bad at playing on controller on Warframe, so it's a little bit more difficult for me, but I think most people can keep up pretty well. PC is definitely faster, it's more quick reaction, but I think you guys can keep up on console. What else are you guys saying? So that was Ethan that said that. Hippy Dippy says, the only thing you can do with other platforms is missions and region chat. Right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't even think you can maybe be in the clan on a different platform. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I'm not sure about that either. I think clans are kind of segmented as well. So yeah, keep that in mind. So let's see how we do against the Thrax. Yeah, here's the thing. If you can get most of your shots in on them directly on their fucking face, then they'll do fine. Okay, and then we definitely need to take care of this Thrax right now. So he's down. And then we take care of this guy, lickety split. Alright. Hit him with a little bit of this. And yeah, he's good. Okay, he's down. He goes up. And then he goes down. Okay, and we're out of here, folks. So that was the Accelitra. So now we're pretty much into the, meta and S tier weapons. So yeah, what are you guys saying? Movement is way easier on console. Yeah. I would say I'm pretty good at movement at this point, especially with Amalgam Barrel Diffusion on PC. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at movement on controller, honestly. I've been playing mouse and keyboard so long for this game that it's just ingrained in my genetics. Test it. I mean, yeah, I could play on controller right now and show you guys. I would be horrible, but yeah, it would be a little embarrassing. Do you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see me play on controller? Hey, what the fuck? I'm just way worse on controller, but you'll see. You missed 2 life support modules. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I was gonna quit out anyway. I'm only going for 5 minutes because I got a weapon. I got a lot of weapons to show off. So that was an AOE weapon. That that Accelitra was. What am I trying to say? Dude, that's a sick username. What kind of symbol is that? They say hey, but I don't even know what to call you. Are those 2 eyes or something? Okay. God damn. 3,600 likes. 199 comments. Total views 11300. Pretty sick. I love it. Can you do your fastest fire rate build? Fastest fire rate build. Oh, that's a perfect example. Yeah, that's a perfect thing to talk about. Fastest fire rate. I think Harrow is pretty fast. I also think Goss is pretty fast. Do you guys want to see Goss? Is that what you guys are talking about? Fastest fire rate? Oh, it's a Berserk symbol. Oh, shit. Dude, that's awesome. Harrow. Yeah, I'll do Harrow. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's do Harrow. Where's Harrow? Where is he? Alright. Yeah, so Harrow is a good chance to... God, where the fuck is Harrow? There he is. Okay, I'm getting distracted. So Harrow is a good chance to talk about... So we talked about one full auto AoE. So the Accelitra is a very interesting weapon. The radial attack is 4 meters on an auto rifle that has 48 shots in the mag. That is criminal. Yeah, and the gun. So the Accelitra is not a good weapon to use on Harrow, but I will show off a different weapon that's really good on Harrow. So yeah, the Accelitra with a 4 meter AoE is insane. Griffith did nothing wrong, Jesus. But another example of an AoE full auto weapon that is hard to class. It's hard to put into a category. The Bosmu. The Bosmu has a 1.7 AoE, so a lot smaller, but it has electricity, viral, and heat, plus hunter munitions. And it has pretty decent crit chance. So this is a perfect time to show off a fire rate build. And that is... Who asked for that? Who asked for that? Oh, that was your short who asked for a fire rate build, yes. I just started playing yesterday. What's a good operator to use? A good Warframe to use? I would say Excalibur. But operator, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Anyway, this is Harrow plus Bosmu. Oh, should we show off the stats a little bit? Yeah, we got 4.4 on the crit damage. This is a crit chance, status chance, cold. This has 236 rolls. This is a super gimmicky roll so that I can get a perfect build on it. But yeah, get fucked, guys. This is a tight build. Mag and Paris is decent starter, yes. Operator or drifter, doesn't matter. Oh, okay. It's frame. Yeah, I think chat's gotcha. Who said that? Jordan. Chat's gotcha. I mean, shout out chat. Yeah, we're into another conjunction survival. We are using Harrow, and we are using Bosmu. So yeah, I don't know if it tells me the fire rate on Harrow. Anyone here got Saturn unlocked? Oh yeah, I think all of us. I need a taxi to Saturn. Berserk. Well, if you'd like to join me, you can join me in some gameplay. We will take you to Saturn. I'll do whatever you need. How does that sound, Berserk? I've got about 20 minutes left in the stream, and that time is all yours. Fire rate sidearm. I meant pistol. Oh, well that's the same answer. Fastest fire rate is the beam weapon. I'm farmed classes for my build. I would like to join. Hang on. Should we dip out real quick? Hang on 1 second. What are you guys talking about? I meant pistol. Okay, let's see. Fastest fire rate sidearm. Yeah, I would still say it's a beam weapon. Like, I always choose beam weapons for my pistol, so it's pretty much the same build, like the twin Grakadas. Ooh, I could do the Rattle Guts. I think the Rattle Guts is probably a better example because it has a battery operated. So my Rattle Guts is a fire rate of 12. So let's check the twin Grakadas and we can compare. Twin Grakadas, or even like the twin Vipers, or even like the Sakura Duels Sestra. There's a lot of really fast fire, like twin Grakadas. Fire rate of 32? What the fuck? No, this is a crazy. They have a 40 fire rate. Oh, did I slow it down? No, I didn't. Oh my god. Did this slow it down? No, I didn't at all. What the fuck? Or even dual Vipers. Well, I guess I got to use twin Grakadas. Well, it's just going to drain my energy. Well, if that's what you want to see, then this is going to be completely different gameplay. Hang on 1 second. I got to swap a bunch of shit. So here's the thing, Berserk. You should make a Discord for your community. You should also shout out your... Dude, I think that's a great idea. I think I should do that. Okay, and then the thing is, where's a good place for me to put the Discord? I think I will put the link for the Discord in the descriptions of these videos. So you guys can go to so you'll have to go to the YouTube to get to the Discord. I think I'm trying to incentivize you guys going to the YouTube. Yes, I will make a Discord for you guys. I think that's a great idea. I'll come up with a name. Don't worry. It'll be up by Thursday. I think I'll put the link for the Discord in the Thursday stream so you guys can join, and yeah, we'll make a chat about this. Oh, there must be a bot that I can do to figure that out, but I'll figure that out in a second. Anyway, I think we're good to go. So I'm not going to take this into I'm not going to... Oh, here's what I need to do. I need to go here to Zenurek. This is probably the last thing that I'm going to do, I think, guys. So let's go Harrow. Let's go Twin Grakadas. I think there might be one with a faster fire rate, like the Sekira. No, that's a 20 fire rate. So I guess Twin Grakadas is the fastest. Where is it? There's Twin Grakadas. Okay, what are you guys saying? Space Ninja. Yeah, my user is right there. Yes, we'll make a Discord. Am I missing anything? Hang on. I think I'm missing a bunch of shit. I just reached MR9. Do I keep the weapons I craft or scrap them, or keep the ones that can be combined? Javi, there's a couple good ones. There's a couple really good ones, and then there's a couple ones that you probably don't need to keep. So if it builds into something else, keep it. If you don't really like it, you don't really need to keep it. Okay, so there's Twin Grakadas. Here's Harrow. So let's go into Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, and this will probably be the last thing. So, excuse me, Jesus. So, guess what, guys? I guess we'll make a Discord. I guess it'll be coming Thursday for you guys. Yeah, and then we'll get some shit in chat. We'll get you guys going. So yeah, be here on Thursday. We've got more shit. More. What are you talking about? You're short. There you go. Okay, cool. So I guess we do this. Oh, I guess Too Short wants to see the fastest fire rate. But, dude, I'm not going to do that. I want it to actually deal damage. So we use this. I want it to actually work. And then we do this for the maximum. Yeah, 120. Yeah, we're good. Okay. And then we get this. Taylor Combs. I'm glad you pop up on my For You page. I've just recently been trying to get back into Warframe, but I forgot how much there is. Yes. Taylor Combs. Yeah, like definitely throw a subscribe my way. We got videos coming out Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So, be here for the streams. So yeah, you guys are seeing the fire rate. I don't know if it's telling me how fast the fire rate is, but it's pretty criminal. I'm dumping the mag like crazy. What are you guys saying? Wait, I'm a little slow. I have 118 bullets per second without a frame. Yeah, dude, I'm not going to do that build. I want it to deal damage. That's a meme build. I don't do meme builds on this channel. What's the point of a max fire rate build? Like, it just becomes an ammo dump. Like, even this guy at 32 is just becoming an ammo dump. Like, dude, I can't play max fire rate. I guess it is just a meme build. I guess, should we just... That's the last thing I'm doing, you're short. We're making a fake build where we just max out the fire rate. And we'll see what kind of numbers we can get. Alright, that's all I'm doing, though. That's all you get, you're short. That's all you get. We'll see what kind of numbers we can get. Oh, we had Long Schlong Larry. Oh, are you not allowed to use the word schlong? You did schlog. That sucks. Oh, there's some red crits. Oh, Yazunka invited me. Nice. Dude, you guys are getting my username there. Okay, Yazunka, what do you want to do? You decide. We're going to swap. We've got, what, 15 minutes left in the build? With a damage, fire rate, and even more ammo with minus corpus damage. Oh, even more max ammo? Dude, yeah, you're short. That's a criminal build. Yeah, you can have fun with your weird max fire rate build. So, Yazunka. Who is Yazunka? Oh, Berserk. That's you. Okay, yes. Then we will taxi him. And we'll go in. Oh, I guess I should play Necros then. Do you want someone to play Necros if you want to farm plastids? Yazunka, do you have a farmer frame or do you want me to farm? That's the decide. Yeah, I can play Necros for you. Yeah, I get that's an easy choice. That's an easy slot for me. And then I'll show off the chain beams. So we're gonna play with the Vermisplicer. That's a funky beam. We love a funky beam. I hit 200k per shot on them, but sold the Riven for memes. Yeah. Hey, if someone's willing to buy a meme Riven, then that's absolutely savage. Hey, dude. Am I missing? I'm not alone in chat anymore. Yes, Leo. Nice. Here we go, folks. That's pretty insane. Your short says, I hit 200k per shot on them, but sold the Riven for memes. Yeah, you're short. You can have fun with your fire rate build. That's what you get. That's my little treat for your short. That's all you get. What else are we doing? Oh yes. Okay. So Yazunka. So yes, do as Yazunka does. I have Volt. Okay. So yes, Yazunka, I will get you in. I'm gonna swap to Necros. I'm definitely gonna go to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with the Vermisplicer. The Vermisplicer is by far the strongest beam weapon. It is a chain beam. It is insanely OP. I had to leave YouTube chat. Io, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're in chat. You're in chat. That's all that counts. You said you do a pure fire rate Grakata. Oh, fine. Okay. You're short. I'll give you a pure fire rate Grakata. Let's set up this build. If you can wait a little bit, Berserk, I will get you in. Here's Necros. Pure farming build, I think. Yes, pure farming build. I don't really need Defy, so I'm pretty much fine. Okay, yes, we're good to go. So let's show off a pure fire rate build for your short. Yes, okay. Dude, you're short. You're always hype, so I appreciate it. Okay, so pure fire rate. I guess we can easily slot in. I mean, we can slot in this guy, too. It doesn't matter. So we slot in this, and of course Lethal Torrent for the fire rate. And then we have, I mean, we can look it up. Let's see. Oh, we have Anemic Agility. Yes, of course. We have Gunslinger. Is that it? We're at 64. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's kind of lame. It's just 2 extra mods. That's it? Anemic Agility and Gunslinger? Yeah, that's not much faster. 64.4. So then you just slot in... double, you just go like this, and then and then you slot this guy in, and then you put this guy right here. All right, there you go. So that's an actual decently usable build. 36 on the status chance, 813. Yeah. Your short says damn, that's savage. I think I had to get negative recoil because I just hated this gun so much. Dude, Barika Prince. That's a sick name. So I think we're good. Okay, Yazunka, you've been patient. Let's get into some gameplay. So Yazunka, we're going in for about 10 minutes. Play some Frame Fighters just for the memes. Bronze Spam. I've never played Frame Fighters. Never in my life have I played Frame Fighters. Okay, let's get you taxied into somewhere that has plastids. Okay, let's see. This guy has plastids, right? Yes, okay. So let's get you into a defection. No. There's a survival. Do you want a Grineer survival or a, let's see, resource? Resource drop chance. Yes. Affinity from shotgun kills. Okay. Okay, so let's go in. All right, Yazunka. Berserk, let's do it. Titan. No, well, I guess this guy has bonus resource drop rate. Oh, is this public? I have a blessing boost thingy. Nice. So we had somebody join, so we'll go in for 10 minutes. I guess this is a pub mission. Yazunka, were you on pub? I mean, this is sick. I have a blessing boost. Okay, yeah, well, let's go in. It's actually fun as a founder. Nice. Fights is fun. Nice. Bro, do it. Nice. Yeah. I should. Okay. I'll play it. I've never played it before. I don't think I have a lot of frames. Treat me like white tea. Don't get me dirty.
You must provide cover.
Yeah, I guess this is a public mission.
Set off the alarms.
Okay, nice.
Busy.
Dude. Yeah, I think we're going in for 10. We can go in for maybe 15 or 20.
A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support.
Oh, I don't have any kind of buff, so we just kind of activate this, keep it active. And this is a 40-meter range on the despoil, so as long as you're inside my radius, you're going to be fine. So yeah, you can break all this shit. Go for all the plastid clusters in the side corners. If you see any, yeah, collect all the plastids. You can kind of follow me. You get some nanospores. I guess there's some shit up here, maybe. Yeah, so just kind of stay near me and you'll be fine, because I'm gonna turn all the bodies. But I should also be near the body. So like, if someone goes ahead, so it looks like Saren is going way ahead. So you kind of have to keep up with Saren, because he's gonna be the one getting all the kills. So that's where you go before the end screens come on. Before the stream ends, come on. Wait, treat me like white tea. Bro got square light. What are you talking about? Are you talking about my lighting setup or what right now? Now you guys are just confusing me. Sing white tea? Dude, I know that song. I've definitely heard it before. I do not know that song. I do not know that song. I cannot sing it. I'm sorry. I can't. Treat me like wifey. Is that the line? Something like that? Or does he say treat me like white tea? Like I've heard it in like maybe a couple TikToks. That's it, dude. I cannot do it. Square light. Your mom says bro got square light. I do not know what that means. Your mom. I do not know what that means. Play it on stream as an outro. No, dude. I'm gonna get copyright strike. God damn, dude. I don't know how I would play that. I could play it on TikTok maybe. I don't know if I could play it on YouTube. Do you want me to do that? You're short. I can't. I'll give TikTok your in-game light. Oh yeah. It does have a corner on it. Good catch, your mom. I like that. Yeah, it does have a really harsh corner on it. That does suck. It's nothing like the Fallout 4 flashlight where you can mod it to change it. So, anyway, it's pretty sick. Do the base version then. Or it was. Yeah, no, it is square on the bottom. Your mom, you got it right. So here's the thing. Oh, there's an Amber Star. I'll take that. I'm just kind of staying in this arena. Yeah. I think I have a 40-meter range on this, so it's pretty much fine. So yeah, you tell me how many plastids you're getting. Yazunka is like way out here. He's way out in the fucking boonies, homie. Yazunka, you gotta be in this arena. Should I put a marker here for you to go? This is where I am, dog. Look at me now, dog. Wait, what are you guys saying? Do you helminth your first ability? Yeah, I helminth. What is it? Soul Punch? Yeah, I helminthed it. I helminthed it for Defy, so that I can turn this guy into a tank. So that's kind of a number one. Treat me like white tea. Don't get me dirty. Are all you guys singing that now? Love on me. Oh my god, you guys, you're just killing me. You're killing me. I'm hungry. It's 8:54. I'm ready to eat. Loving up on me. Oh my god. Yeah, now you're just singing the song. You're singing the words of my people. Nurench Helminth used to be OP, but they removed the health regen. Yeah. To me, I never really needed health regen. Like, that was always what Arcane Grace was for. I never really... Well, I have max rank Arcane Grace, which is, like, really OP, so that's something to keep in mind, honestly. So, you know, if you don't have max rank Grace, yeah, like, I do think Nourish is a good choice. I do think Gloom is a good choice. But, yeah, I never really needed it, personally. You're short. Are you just singing the song now? Are you just going through the lyrics? I've never heard it. Are you singing 4 Big Guys? I think I know that song. I think I know what you're talking about. Maybe. Oh, we got 23 new followers. Nice. 4,000 likes. Was the goat for Necros minions on Shield of Shadows? Oh, they wouldn't... Oh, so we would heal them. Dude, yeah. I never used Shield of Shadows either. Shield of Shadows was always, like, just annoying for me. I just never needed it. Like, to me, just have Defied to hit that close to 1,000 armor, and you're pretty much fine. 4 big guys, and they bust on my thighs. They eat my ass just like apple pies. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know that song. And they bust on my eyes. Yeah. 4 big guys. Oh, it's so good. I mean, one of the best TikToks ever. You guys are on TikTok, so you definitely know it. I can sing that one easily. If they keep fucking me like this, I might just die. Isn't that the line? That is a fire fucking line. That is like a double S tier line. Like, you cannot fuck with that. Why are these... Dude, Yazunka, you guys gotta be in the arena. I am way out here. Are you guys leaving? How much plastics did you get? Are you leaving? Is that what's happening? You guys are all leaving? Oh, I guess everybody's leaving. 4 big guys. Anyway, I gotta stop. You fucking assholes. You're short. You're an asshole. No, you're short. You're an asshole. Love to see when I came back. Jesus. Andres, huge shout out. Absolute shout out. Oh, my guys. You guys are killing me. Oh. Yes, sir. So what's your ability, strength, range, efficiency, and duration? I think the only stat that matters for me is I have 60% range, and then I have 60% efficiency, and then I have over 100% duration. And that's just, and that gets me to Despoil. Despoil is 4 and the range is 40, which is pretty good. Never gonna get. Yeah. Never gonna get. Never gonna get. Never gonna get. Never gonna get. Right, folks? That remix. What are we at? 8:57. Are we done? Yeah, let's see if this guy leaves. Can we get not Twixers to leave, or are we just done, Yazunka? I think we're done. I think we're out of here, folks. I think that's all I got for you. Yazunka, you were great. Yazunka proved that it was possible to just add me and get me in the mission. So if you want to do that, you got 254. All right, Berserk, Yazunka, we'll get you in chat again. So yeah, if you're in TikTok, definitely give a follow. Go over to YouTube, subscribe now. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Discord is coming on Thursday for you guys. I'm going to be doing some kind of notification for that. So fire rate build while playing white tea. No, you get white tea and that's it. You're short. You get white tea and that's it. But yeah, YouTube. That's all I got for you. We're out of here. Take care. Bye-bye.